Hello, good day and a very warm welcome to the Hot Seat. Today, in unusual circumstances, we are on location from the National Hospital in Colombo. Joining us today is the former national organizer of the Sri Lanka Freedom Party, a former minister and a member of the Rajapaksa family, Mr. Basil Rajapaksa. A very warm welcome and thank you for being in the hot seat, perhaps a hot bed today.
Good evening.
You've been released on bail a couple of days ago, but I'm interviewing you in the hospital. Why are you still in hospital?
Because I was recovering help of the doctors very fast, but in the last 5 days my blood pressure was very high,
right,
and even the sugar level was very high, so I was strongly advised to be in the hospital for a couple of days. And also my back pain is recovering fast, but still we have to do some therapies and some more investigations.
Right.
So I have to continue a few days here.
So unlike some other people who get bail and then go home from the hospital, you're actually still in the hospital. So
yeah, I would like to go home, but I was forced to be here for really it's I have to obey my medical advice.
can I take you back to January the 9th, or soon after that, when you, after the election results, people accused you of running away. You left Sri Lanka. Did you run away?
No, I fly from Sri Lanka because my children and my grandchildren are living in USA.
Okay.
So I have a habit of visiting them every year.
Right.
Which I get a very few days of rest.
Right.
In this 9 years of President Rajapaksa's government period.
Right.
So I use it to the time on December,
right,
which is that might be one reason because of the Parliament has a vacation of about 1 month immediately after the budget debate. Not only myself, I have known few members who do that after they go abroad.
Right.
But I go to visit my family and be with them, and that is the time I used take care of my health also.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so every December I goes, but during the election in 2010 also I had faced this, because that election also came in the same period. So in 2005 presidential election, I left the country immediately. Then in 2010 also I did that and came back to face the general election in Gamba. And this year also I have planned it long before.
Right.
And I went there be with my children, and also because my medical appointments used to be in the end of the year, but because I missed the end of the year, it was very difficult to get back a new appointment. So I only got in the later part of March. So I got it done also, and it was for any father or any grandfather,
right,
it is the best thing to be with.
So it was actually pre-planned. You had some plan to do it.
Yeah, actually, it's a plan, and it's my schedule.
It's your normal schedule.
Yeah, in my life.
Did you lose your bags on the way out?
I can say yes, lose. It have been kept here in Sri Lanka.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I got the bag tags.
Right.
But when I went to LA and checked with the the counter, they said, no, there is no such a bags check-in.
So it hadn't been registered on the system, even though you
not even registered.
Right.
So I have to complain and try to contact here. And finally I found after 2 days they send it and send it to me.
So it was kept back.
Yeah, and I saw it is open.
Right.
And there might have been see whether there is anything, but I think they didn't found anything.
We'll take a break and come right back to the hot seat with Mr. Basil Rajapaksa. Welcome back to the hot seat with Basil Rajapaksa from the National Hospital in Colombo. Mr. Rajapaksa, why did you go before the FCID when you maintain, your position is that the FCID has not been legally constituted? So what made you go to the FCID then?
As a responsible citizen of this country and who have been a minister of Sri Lanka, I thought when I got a notice from the court, that is Kaduwela Magistrate Court, to noticing me to appear and help the FCID for the investigation they are going on in one case mentioned about the payment of gratuity and compensation for workers.
Right.
So I thought it is my duty.
So let's get this right. You actually were complying with a court order.
Yeah, and I was complying on an order. So I thought, to my knowledge, it's always says comply and complain.
Also comply first and then complain.
Yeah, so I thought it's and also it's a court order under section Penal Code section 124 or something.
Right.
I got a letter delivered to my Gampa office.
Right.
And another letter was, I got it when I came back to Sri Lanka.
Right.
So immediately after I got this first letter in 26th to my Gampa office, from there I immediately wrote through my lawyer, Paliti Fernando PC, to IGP and copy to the AG Attorney General and to the YC FCID branch that I'm coming soon as possible. I have a few medical appointments. At that time I was in actually at the Mayo Clinic in Minnesota.
Okay.
I got the appointment which I was trying from January, only on March on this day. So I complete my investigation and came back and went to very genuinely when they are to help the investigation.
And is it right to say that you went to the FCID with open intention to help them with their investigation?
Yeah, actually I frankly thought they are doing an investigation on somebody's complaint, which found later it is not found it is not that the intention they had.
Right.
But I thought it is they are genuinely want to find something.
And Mr. Rajapaksa, can I ask you who questioned you? What sort of rank officer would have? Did you notice that?
I didn't notice, but there was few officers, about 3-4 officers from sitting in around me and asking question and writing down but getting it in the computer word process. So I think it's a rank of who took me to custody is a rank of IP, because he signed my arrest. So that is why I think there was one ASP also in the room, but time to time he left and came back. He was not there the whole time, but in the last end, because my statement was almost 7 hours, but I was hoping to, I was ready to give about 24 hours statement with
Right.
explaining everything from the A to Z, but I didn't get that chance. But in the end, they told me that we have to end today itself, and we want only you to answer 3 small questions, which I said I didn't like it and I objected because I said I can't answer those questions with my memory.
Yeah.
So I have to go refer some documents.
Yeah.
And I left immediately after January 8th and
Yeah.
came back only yesterday
Yeah.
afternoon.
Yeah.
So I don't have any documents and after 24-hour flight from USA. So you must give me a little time to see. But I, at that time also, I was volunteered to answer these 3 questions shortly to my knowledge from the memory.
Yeah. Mr. Rajapaksa, what are these charges against you?
Yeah, that is very important to explain because it is in the courts. I don't want to make any statement which.
But you could tell us what they are.
I will only explain the complaint.
Yes.
The
Yeah.
charges or complaint against me. Number 1 is paying gratuity
Yeah.
and voluntary retirement,
The VRS. Is it?
VRS,
Yeah.
for 1,000 odd people
Right.
who volunteered to leave the department
Yeah.
and didn't join the department from the authority.
Right.
And
This is after you amalgamated the...
amalgamate the 3 institute to
Right.
1 department. It is this voluntary retirement scheme is introduced by an act of parliament,
Right.
not by the cabinet decision and the payment scheme was approved by the cabinet.
Right. Okay.
The gratuity is act in the parliament, which is not only for this department. Anybody who leave in the private sector or corporation sector has a right to have gratuity.
Okay.
I think it is calculated for after 5 years, 1 year, 1 month salary.
Right.
Right. Okay. That is a legal payment they should get.
Right.
And if you in gratuity there is a law in the gratuity law says if you don't get the gratuity
Yeah.
in specific date,
Right.
you are entitled to get another surcharge.
Oh, I see. So
About that.
So the department would have had to pay a surcharge if you got delayed.
More than 3 months, I think.
Right.
And it goes up to 90 million or something. I had no chance to calculate all those things.
No, yeah.
It is not my duty because I am a minister who is only handling the policy matters and other things.
Yeah.
This is a purely operational matter, payments and calculating and all those things, which is I am not involved. So, but because of this case going on, I heard from some officers inside the prison that this is, if we didn't pay the payment, if they didn't pay that time, we have the liability of paying
the surcharge.
That is number 1.
Yes.
Then the second one is a scheme which benefited 1.1 million families.
Right.
The total number of people inside that 1.1 houses is going to about 4.5 million.
Okay.
People.
Right.
Which they got 2,500 rupees out of 10,000 rupees
Yeah.
in installment. This is the
So
first
the
installment.
first installment's 2,500.
500, which for 1.1 million people,
Right. Okay.
right? And this money is their money.
Right.
This is not government money or public money.
Yeah.
This is their money. They are members of our bank,
Yeah.
which is bank. You can say there are bank name is used for many things. Even
Yeah.
the blood bank is called
The bank.
Okay. And one time there was job banks.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
So this is a bank which is a microcredit institute.
Right.
And almost everybody of this who got this had about more than 50,000 to 60,000 in their name.
Right. I see.
And we said, okay, now this money is there. We have it's called compulsory savings. So there is some rules like your EPF. Now you have a EPF.
Yeah.
You contribute every month. And every year you get a small statement
Yeah.
saying you have so much.
Yeah.
But you can't, if you want to build your additional room
Yeah.
for your daughter or your some reason.
Yeah.
But you can't get that money.
Okay.
Right. Recently they amend the law.
Okay.
And they giving 30%, right?
Yes.
Now anybody can withdraw. Here, this compulsory, the minister has the power
Yeah.
to decide what is the rules
I see.
where you can decide where you can take the money.
Right.
Now, if you are disabled, you become disabled, they can get the. If you die, you can your children can get it.
Right.
Or you are over 70 or like that. Those are things. So we said, okay, anybody who has so much of money in your account,
Yeah.
they can go up to 10,000.
Yeah.
And for repair or your house, get electricity
Yeah.
or something to build a toilet, to put the doors in your house, something like that.
Right.
So and the officers went there, and this is entirely whole membership getting, no discrimination.
Yeah.
Whether you are a party man or not a party man, or
Yeah.
whether you are a relation of the officer or non-relation, or you. So everybody.
Yeah.
We have a membership of our membership is 1.4 million.
Yeah.
1.1 million got this benefit.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, because some people didn't have deposit their savings.
Right.
Now I know, I heard, I saw in the papers, now they are giving 100,000 for limited crowd. From electorate, they select 100 people.
Right.
And they are also not the people who are depositors and the benefiters.
Right.
They just got their account holders.
Right.
So this is the charge, the second charge. The other one is printing this, distributing this litter.
Yes, the almanac.
Yeah.
Some members of the press in the media say that this is a witch hunt against the former government. Do you feel this is unfair? It's an unfair investigation?
Yeah, I leave it to the people of this country to decide.
Right.
Only thing we have seen this done in various countries.
Yeah.
And even in Sri Lanka. But to my knowledge, from 2005,
Yeah.
President Rajapaksa didn't do that.
Right.
His policy was not to political revenge. So I don't think they can complain. Not more than one or two incidents which we are not telling they are political revenge. And they can even only mention only one or two incidents. But this have been President Sirima Bandaranaike's civic rights was taken.
Yeah.
And there are several things have happened. is a separate one. Only thing, this is the first time of the history this type of things happen, where a minister is remanded on a policy decision.
Right. According to the 19th Amendment, it appears that your political career comes to an end with the lifetime of this Parliament. Is that right?
I wish so, because from the day I was born, when I grew up, my family is politics. What I believe is anybody in any country, even especially in Sri Lanka, everybody who is in politics in whole life, which in some people are in a bigger way, but so some people are in a very smaller way. But if you go talk about Rajapaksas, we can't leave politics very easily. We like it. But I have a responsibility by Kampa people. In this parliament, I am the person who got the highest number of votes, 400,000. I don't think very few people in the Sri Lankan history got that number of votes. So I have a responsibility to serve them for 6 years.
Okay, I want to ask you, will you give up your US citizenship if you have to?
We have to think about it.
Right. We'll take a break and come right back to the hot seat with Mr. Basil Rajapaksa. Mr. Rajapaksa, very quickly and before we finish, no interview is complete without this question. And the question is, what will Mahinda Rajapaksa do?
When you said that you have a break in taking time, so I thought this type of question will come in the end. That is everybody is thinking about.
Yes.
So I'm also.
You're also part of the people waiting.
We're waiting.
Oh, I see.
Because this is a very difficult to explain.
Right.
We have seen changing governments, defeat of people, but I have never seen this type of where the response from the people for after an election.
Right.
To a leader who have been defeated by the people.
You're talking about the support that the former president has.
From the immediately after he left early morning at 6:30 from the temple trees, the mood of the people was totally changed. Because I have seen when in 77, when we were defeated, we got only 7 seats. Mrs. Bandaranaike was our then leader. Out of that 7 seats, also 3 was multi-member seats, Nuwarelia, Madakolamba and Haris Pattua. But the people was enjoying and the victory against the UMP. I saw when on my way from Horagallu to Colombo back, I saw at Paliagot Junction, the Bandaranaike statue was brought down and tied in a rope and taken to the Kalindi River, dropping and Yamambando Sampalan. That was the reaction
of the people then.
But this time that was from, though nobody felt that there's a new government.
Mr. Rajapaksa,
so that is why we have to see what's happened. So people are, something went wrong. People.
So we have to ask you this question, because you were the national organizer. If there was one thing, what went wrong? Why did he lose?
we have to, I am during my this resting time, I was doing a lot of researches and thinking and finding a lot of information to find it. So I can't just give it in one or two things. But as the national organizer, I take the full responsibility of the defeat on the election campaign, not on the things which of the failures of the last government. Because that I cannot take the full responsibility. But the campaign manager and also the national organizer, and the campaign was handed over to me by the alliance and also by the SLP. So I had to take the responsibility of any mistakes or any fault of the campaign. I have to take the responsibility. But we have to look into. So I saw I read a book called Yuga Peraliya, which write about how they won and changed the Rajapaksas. So I think we have to write the Yuga Peraliya other side also. Why was Yuga Peraliya happened from our side? So that thing I am writing, and it will not publish, but I will hand over to the President Rajapaksa.
I see. I was hoping that you'd come back on the show sometime and share that with us in the future when you're better. On that note, we'll say thank you very much to you, Basil Rajapaksa. Thank you for being in the hot seat from the hospital. Thank you very much.